Exotica? Mimi? Lay?
I can't see much, Georgia.
And Michelle. Please welcome them all to the show. Well, I'm not quite sure where to start, but when I first saw you, I had so many questions in my mind. I guess my first question is, you're basically selling sex. Who are your clients, Silver?
Oh, my clients are everyone. I mean, I'm sure I probably had a few men in the audience right now. There really isn't a type. Married, single, white, black, everyone is my client. There's no type.
Are they gay men or straight?
No, the majority of them aren't gay men. They have some gay tendencies, but that's where I come in because they see me and I look like a woman. I look like a beautiful woman, and but I have the genitalia still of a man, yet I have lovely breasts. So they don't feel like they're cheating. I shouldn't say cheating. I should say they don't feel like they're doing a homosexual act because I visually look like a woman.
Well, you certainly do.
Thank you.
Okay, Exotica, let me ask you this. When when a man is with you...
I'm not a prostitute. I'm a mistress, dominatrix.
What's the difference?
Is I don't sell my body. You see, I don't have sex with them.
She beats them.
No, bondage and discipline. I don't beat them.
Bondage and discipline.
Oh, excuse me. Okay, wait. So, but how do you make your money then?
Through that, I have slaves, stable. A lady in waiting. I'm in training by Mistress Victoria. I live in Atlantic City. I work for her for Victoria's Playhouse. And I used to be a call girl.
You used to be a call girl,
yeah.
right?
I only did it for like a few months, but it wasn't for me.
So you kind of live out men's fantasies. What's their wildest fantasy?
Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, it's too many. You know, there's a lot of men that come and see me that every slave is different. Every slave has a different taste, you know?
Like what?
Like some of them want to be treated like animals or tied up or verbally abused, you know?
And you'll do it?
And also, I have a lot of cross-dressing men that come see me, straight married men. And I put a maid's outfit on them and I make them shine my shoes or clean the house, you know, things like that.
That's it.
Do you like it?
Oh, of course, it's power to me.
Are men, Mimi, let me ask you this, at what point do they find out that you have a penis?
I make it clear right away that I'm a boy. I'm totally a cross-dresser, and I make that clear right away. Although when they do approach me, they think I'm Linda Evangelista, or they think I'm this, or they think I'm that. And after a while, then I just let them know what's going on, and then that's what really they're into. I think they all really want to be with men, but it's okay if there's some feminine aspects to it, because then it's all right. They don't feel like they're being gay or...
So your clients are basically straight men?
I think it's more bisexual, you know, and they might be married and they have, you know, the wives.
Well, I used to think that's what bisexual meant, that they have to bisex. What do they ask you for? Give me like tell us about the frozen condom.
No, one particular daddy wanted a frozen condom stuck up his little booty, and
Yeah, that was funny because we had to find
that. You know, sometimes it's requests like that. Sometimes it's they want to put on my clothes, and then, you know, they want me to put on their clothes and, you know, like beat them or...
Spankings and things like that?
Yeah, spanking.
Wearing condoms now.
Are those yours? Are they yours? Would you stand up for a second?
Ooh, turn around, let them see, girl.
So, what's yours and what isn't?
Huh?
What's yours and what isn't?
The whole outfit's mine. Everything's mine. No, I have all my male parts, and then I have...
Where?
Huh?
Where?
They're locked away.
Doesn't that hurt? Doesn't it hurt? I mean, guys.
For a little while.
Come here. What do you think about all this?
I don't know what to say.
Wouldn't that look a tad uncomfortable?
Seems like it, yeah.
Yeah.
Me.
Would you like some
Don't
cold
you know
water?
him?
Yeah.
I think
Okay,
we know
now-
him.
Now, what happens, Michelle, when your clients find out that you're a man? I mean,
What
is there-
happens? Sometimes I don't tell them until it gets to the point where you have to tell them. Then I say, I'm a.
And what are they? How do they react?
Sometimes, like, because I work for an escort agency, sometimes they see my picture and they don't know.
You work for what?
I work for an escort agency.
Oh, an escort agency. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And
So they don't know, they don't know really what's up with. And when they see the picture, they say, I want her, And the girl that answers the phone, she'll say, okay, she's a transsexual, she still has something of a man down below. And, she has tits. And she looks like a woman. So they say, sometimes they get surprised, say, well, I would like to try her. And sometimes I had, like, one or two, they will say, well, I'm not really sure what I want, because I have something of a man. And, they get scared. But most of them, just after they get to know me and my personality, they all come and see me every week.
but see, most straight men are really uncomfortable, and a lot of them are not.
That's not it, Jenny. I think that they're looking for something that they can't get at home. And
See,
I offer them a fantasy date.
What you? Who said that? Huh? What'd you say?
I said you could say that again.
It is, yeah. But
Well,
Jenny, a man wouldn't come to us if he didn't. I know in my situation and when Exotica used to do, we would never see a man who didn't know, because first of all, that's very risky to do and it's unfair. You only see somebody who knows what you are and that's what they want. As far as, sure, and every day I'm as a woman and people don't know, but when I'm getting intimate and I'm selling it, you have to, that's my asset.
how much do you make?
Oh, it varies. I go 200, 150. It all depends on the time of the month.
Does it?
Exotica, we're running a little escort service, and like our motto was Silver Escorts, where all the girls have a secret, and some of the girls have a bigger secret than others. And so this way they know right away, this is what they seek. They come to us for that particular reason. As far as, like, I don't know what she deals with, but, you can't fool someone. You can't do that. You'll get shot. You'll get killed, actually.
Have you ever been attacked or assaulted by a man who did?
Not because of being pre-op transsexual, no. I've had little battles here and there with things, but it never was because I was pre-op transsexual. This is what I sell. I sell breasts and I sell penis. Not to sound like a come and,
It's an illusion. It's a fantasy.
It's called she-male. It's the sex of the 90s. There's male, female, and she-male.
It's the future.
Yeah.
Are you women? Are you women?
Well, I'm a pre-op transsexual. I'm a she-male. That means I have breasts, as we and everyone out in America can see.
How'd you get them?
Oh, I just picked them up. I grew them.
she went in the store
On
and bought them.
hormones. I grew them on hormones. These are not implants. These are hormone breasts. You undergo doctor's treatment, you take hormones, and you become busty, and depending on who you are, it's...
I really do feel like I'm talking to a woman, don't you?
Well, see, Jeanette, transsexuality is a whole doctors for years have been behooved about it because we're born female, yet physically we were born male, and we didn't choose that. I'm sure any on the panel, with the exception of Mimi, who's only a cross-dresser, we didn't choose this. We just chose to act on it and transform our bodies.
Lay, let me ask you something. Would you stand just for a second? I gotta. Where did you get those? You must have had. You've had breast implants, right?
No, these are silicone injections, which is totally different from the implants. If you look at it...
Probably more dangerous than implants,
No,
but...
to be honest, see, that's what some people don't understand. Now, everyone's body chemistry is different. Some people can accept it and some people can't. I so happen could, so I had $4,500 put in it. But this was within a 5-year process. They put a little, you massage it so it keeps it nice and soft, and you keep going every 6 months till it gets to the size you want. These are 44Ds. They're soft. I have men that actually come there, look at it, these are the most perfect breasts that they've ever seen because they're very soft. It falls beautifully, and they're not like implants. If you're lying down,
Yeah.
they're in the air.
What do you do with,
But
I
these
mean, do they
fall.
want, what do they want, what do they say, like, I'll have the combo? I mean, what do they want? Do they want the, what do they want from,
Working on one, I says, would you please work on the other one, because the other one needs a little attention too.
but I mean, the rest of you, what do you do? What do they ask you for?
Well, majority, because I work for an escort service, they know what they're coming and they know what they're getting. Now, the reason why I charge a lot for my escort service, because the illusion is more or less more of a woman than they would think like a transsexual.
How much do you charge? Well, I mean,
It's like
just
between $200 to $500.
depending on what?
If I go to out of town, it's more than that. It depends what they want, because some of
What
them
would they
want to bring
want
their
that would
wife.
cost $500?
What would cost $500?
What did you just say?
In case they want to bring their wife along or their girlfriend along. No, wait, some people might think it's bad, but let me tell you, some of you women would do anything for your husband. Regardless, you might say not here, but that does happen.
Well, I wouldn't even do a wife and
Yes,
husband.
Michelle.
That's everyone
Let me
shaking
tell you
their head.
something. A lot of the guys always say they will never go out for transsexual. The first one always to go.
Because I've had, if I would mention just a few names, this whole audience would probably drop dead if they found out who the people
You
I-
have some famous clients, don't you?
the most famous. And I've even had the Inquirer call me up and tell me, we heard you had so-and-so, so-and-so. And I says, I really don't know what you're talking about. It's the reason why you have to keep that very confidential. Even like when certain sports figure comes over, you know, they have to
Yahoo.
be very careful when they come in, you know.
Oh, would I love to get a
Movie
name.
stars, I've had models, I've had, God, judges, anybody
But the
you
thing
could
is,
think about.
they're mostly straight men, right?
The reason why right here is you see the illusion of a woman.
Yeah.
We just have that little extra something that they're looking for.
Let me just see. I want to see how honest this, because I think I'm a pretty honest person. Do I bring it out in the honest? Any man in here, I'm not saying would you actually do it, but wouldn't you kind of think, would you think about going with one of these women? Anybody at all?
No
Huh?
one will say right here.
They're not going to
Be
say it,
honest.
but
Can you
No
be
one will
honest?
say right here.
Even who's even curious about it? Huh? What? Come here.
Jenny.
Why
Come
don't
here
you
for a
ask
minute.
that
Come
one?
here. Come here. Come here. Is this your?
Yeah,
Is this your? Is this your wife? Is this your wife?
That's a difficult one.
Okay. Now look at this
we
guy.
know
Could
him?
this guy be one of your clients?
Hi,
Just
Bob.
like a regular client.
Stop learning.
Because there's
You know, it's
something new every day.
Whore.
No.
No.
Huh?
I'm not a whore. Don't you understand what a mistress, what's the difference between a mistress and a whore?
There's no contact there. There's no sexual contact.
I'm
She
a
doesn't allow them
dominant.
to touch
Okay.
her.
Okay.
Okay, what I do is,
You do phone sex too, right? You're
no
phone
sex.
No phone sex. Don't you
I
work on a
used
phone
to.
sex line?
Before I got into mistress, becoming a dominant, I used to do phone sex as a woman.
Don't you forget that you're talking to men here? That these are women?
Well, see, we're not
I mean, let me ask.
men.
Let me ask
Wait
you
a
this.
minute.
Can I tell you
Janet.
something? You keep
Let me
saying
tell you
that.
something. Why are you saying we man? We look like women. If we walked by you during daytime with all this makeup and all of the hair,
But
all the madness, you wouldn't know we were men.
What about during the day? What do you look like during the day?
Very casual.
I think I'm the only one
With the
that's a man
exception,
during
yeah.
the day.
Mimi, because you just dress like this, you are
Yeah,
a man in your personal
I'm totally
life.
a boy during the day, a man. If
But let me
whatever-
ask you, okay, Silver, for example, who in here, if you didn't know the difference, would say, well, there's an attractive woman? Hmm? No? No? Tell me. Dana, you don't think she's an attractive woman?
Absolutely not.
Why not?
Wait, what did she say? What was the question?
She says you're not an attractive woman.
Well, you know what? Look at you, honey. You should ask your husband. He thinks I'm attractive. Oh, yeah, that's very rude to say, and I don't appreciate it. Sit the hell down.
Do you have any more comments? Huh? Well, then sit the hell down. I don't know.
First of all, I'm much prettier
can't
than
take
you.
it, girl.
I am much prettier than you, baby.
What'd you want to say?
No, because
up in their
look
head
at me and look at her. Any man would much rather have me than her.
Maybe we should ask.
Pay
Wait a minute. I'll come back.
$20 to have
Huh?
you.
This is her husband. This is her husband.
And let
Look
this
at
be a
her
lesson if
hair.
anyone
She needs
else
to go to a
does anything like
hairdresser.
it.
I find my wife
Honey,
much more
get the
attractive.
blue makeup.
No,
Don't go. You look like you're going to
He said. he said he found his wife much more attractive, so...
No, I'm not
Well,
saying
number
she's
one,
not
she
attractive,
is.
but
She's very
that was a
attractive.
mean thing to say, that you don't find me attractive. Who are you to tell me that? Look at you and look at me.
Michelle wanted to say something. What?
Jen, let me tell you something. Half of these girls in here don't even half of these girls don't even have a husband who will support them. Like some of the transsexuals who are here, they have loving husbands who give them everything and still let us work because we want to.
But nobody has a husband here. But you got boyfriends.
Well, it's like a
Boyfriends,
husband.
We have many husbands.
I'm engaged.
I just left mine a week ago.
Now,